Circular edges and cylinders in pictorial views require us to show them as ellipses. Circular edges and cylinders have to be sketched out using our parallelogram, our parallel edges, okay, and constructing an arc at a time, the isometric circle or ellipse. So a four-center ellipse can be used. Here we have a breakdown of how we show various cylindrical surfaces in isometric. So in figure number 1, we're drawing on the front panel. We begin by laying out what would be the center, and then connecting our corner to our center line, and then our center line to a corner. So these are diagonal looking. And then we actually draw horizontal lines from the center to the corner, and from corner to a center. So you create this crisscross design. We begin then by using this as our radius, sketching in a small arc. We do that on both ends. Then using this point from here to here, from corner to center as our radius, we sketch a long arc. So we end up with two small arcs and two large ones to create this oval looking shape that we call an ellipse. It's the same process for the top or the right side. In each case, you're going to need to locate the center and then lay out a parallelogram that would contain the ellipse based on the radius of the circle that you're trying to draw. Cylindrical surfaces, and you need to really sit and think about and study this. Cylindrical surfaces in isometric, when you cut through an object, you're going to create with a block, let's say, you're going to create these cylindrical edges at various locations on the circumference. So there is one problem or two or three that you'll do. You need to refer back to this, how this looks. From the right side, if this normal surface is cut away at the center line, then you're going to have an edge. If it's cut away below or above the center line, you'll have an edge. Okay, and looking at it from the front view, you will see the intersection of the edge of the normal surface with the front surface of the cylinder. I'll be showing you more examples of this before we do any of these sketches. Circles and curves in pictorials. We show them with center marks, and we also try to give the impression of depth of the hole by drawing an extra center line. So we actually draw 1, 2, 3 center lines for each hole. When we're trying to draw a curve in isometric, we have to kind of slice it up into small increments, and we use a freehand sketching technique to connect those points. So we actually have our shape, and we'll construct markers at an equal measurement. Now this is kind of a vertical line, straight line, so we don't have to really mark the curve, because this radius is going to turn into kind of an elliptical shape over here. So to be able to transfer this shape to an isometric, you have to know its x and y, or its height and width coordinate in this front view of each point along the curve, and then transfer those distances to your isometric. Then you would work your way down and gently, lightly sketch in a curve that meets all those points. Then go back and darken that in. And that concludes our introduction to surfaces and edges and how we do multi-view projection. Next, I'm going to demonstrate what you're going to sketch for these initial problems.